Well, hello everybody. This is video number 2. Okay, our batter is mixed. This is what I'm going to do. I want to do real time. It's really important to me. Um, in between videos, I did rewash my mixer, my batter beater, the beater that goes on my bowl. I did wash that and put that over by my mixer. Um, what I did with the first video, I had my phone straight up and down, like vertical, instead of horizontal. Again, this is all new to me. All this digital, trying to learn how to create videos and what format is better. But what I've learned is, thanks to my nephew, what I've learned is he told me to take my phone and flip it, turn it around, and then there's this bright, bright white light. It's the flash, the bulb from the video, and it gets in my eyes. But another thing is too, I'm trying to look at that light so that you can see my face, but it's hard because that light's right there. But anyway, I will learn as I go, and also hopefully someone who's interested in learning how to bake cakes and decorate cakes and things like that will learn something as well. Um, so now we're going to take the batter and we're going to put it into these cup liners. I have 2 pans with 12 cupcakes. So half of these cupcakes will have blue liners. So I'm going to do 18 with blue liners. And then, look at these. 18 with crosses on them. Jesus was a fisherman. So this family is Lutheran, like, my daughter and my granddaughter and stuff like that. And I have a lot of faith and I believe in Jesus. And so this is kind of cool. So we're going to do half fisherman, fishing, and then half Xbox. So, because this boy likes to play Xbox. So we're going to do that. And this is kind of cool. I honestly, in all the years I've been a cake decorator, have never ever seen a pan like this. It is strong, sturdy, and a little heavy. But this is a jumbo cupcake cake. And it comes in one pan, but there's 2 sides to the pan. There's a bottom and a top. So this side is actually going to be the top. And when we get the cakes baked, I'm going to take the cake out of here, flip it onto here. So that's going to be kind of cool. So what I like to do is I take Crisco vegetable shortening, the thick stuff, not the oil. And I take a paper towel and I very generously go into my cake pan and I put Crisco shortening all over. I don't want to use a lot of clumps, but what I want to make sure is everything is rubbed well with vegetable shortening because I do not want my cake sticking in the pan. And also too, after that, I dust them with flour. So I'll put like a tablespoon of flour and I'll move the pan around and around and around. And then I'll take it either over by my sink or the garbage can, wherever I'm closest to, and I'll dump the flour out. But this is called a dusting, and that will help the cake, release from the pan. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill these cupcake pans. So what I do, I have, this is like, I want to say maybe a third cup, thing like that. I use that to scoop the batter to put into the pans, into these things. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer. I hope you can see this, and maybe if I drop this down a little bit more, you'll be able to see it better. I hope. I'm hoping this is going to work. So I'm going to move this over. I'll bring my bowl closer to me. I'll put this over here so I can start scooping this. So I take about, I don't know, maybe a good amount of that. And I go 1, 2, 3, stop. Get about 2/3 full. 1, 2, 3, stop. Sometimes the papers can get like a crease in them, but I don't worry about it. 1, 2, 3. That means it'll bend in a little bit with the paper, but I don't worry about it because it bakes its way out. And go 1, 2, 3, stop. And I always tilt my cup. 1, 2, 3, stop. I'll tilt my cup back so that the batter stops running down. 1, 2, 3, stop. And I might go back and just, once I get them all done, I might go back and add a little bit more batter in them if I didn't get enough. 1, 2, 3, stop. It's just a technique I've learned over the years. There are things that you can buy on Amazon or in other stores. 1, 2, 3, stop. That can help you put batter into cupcake papers, same amount of batter every time. I don't like doing that. I like to do everything on my own and just, it's more homemade to me that way. 1, 2, 3, stop. And sometimes some cupcakes will bake a little higher than others, but most of them, maybe 98% come out fine. I'm not perfect. I'm not by a landslide. All right, so I will, let's see, I got to put this aside. Let me grab a bowl here. I want to show you what the batter in these things look like so you kind of get an idea. So I hope you can see this. It's like 2/3 full. Okay? That's what you want. So we're going to do the other one. So I'm going to put these to the side. And then we're going to do 6 in this one because she wanted 18 cupcakes. So we're going to do 6. And then if I have extra batter, well, when these are done baking, I'll make more. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is actually kind of fun. 1, 2, 3. Please feel free to leave me comments too if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to try to answer whatever I can. I live in a mobile home now. I bought a mobile home about, almost 2 years ago. Probably one of the best decisions I've made in my life. I love having this big kitchen. Yeah, and I have so much fun decorating. Like I said, decorating in this channel is going to be open because I love to play in my home and I love to decorate for Christmas or decorate a wall or a cake or whatever, but I'm just going to leave it open. And I have a funny sense of humor too sometimes. Okay, here's the other 6. There we go, we got them done. Now, we are going to put that aside and we're going to put batter in this pan. And again, I don't know. I'm just going to take this bowl and we're going to pour it in. I think if I get it 2/3 full, we're going to hopefully have enough batter for both of these pans. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to stop there. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I think I'll put the rest of it onto the other side. And I'm hoping this is enough. I'm just going to scrape the bowl with my spatula here. And I'm just hoping that this is going to be enough batter to get these to rise up good. I'll just scrape all I can get out of there. And I'll put that down. try to get it all out. I do like putting my hair up in a ponytail. I don't like having my hair down. I don't want hair to get into any food. I did brush it well before I started this, so, but again, that's not foolproof. Even putting your hair up isn't foolproof. Hair is going to get into something. It always does. But, okay, so, if I get brave enough, I'll put it up. Oh, man. Okay. Do that. Okay. All right. They are 2/3 full, and I'm hoping this is going to be enough to get these to bake well. All right. I am going to show you, oh, here's another tip that I've learned. Flour. When I buy flour, I will always take my flour and put it into a Ziploc bag. And the reason that I do that is I don't want any bugs. Air is an enemy to food. And if you put your flour into a Ziploc bag, and if you put it into an airtight container, I mean, I've got some pretty canisters, you know, but they're not airtight. So what I do is I take a bowl, you know, like a good bowl, and then I will put my flour in here. It's airtight. So it's in a Ziploc bag, airtight, and then it's in a bowl, airtight. Helps the flour last longer too. So I am going to put, and this is the vegetable shortening I use. You know, again, it is the thicker stuff, this. When I do that and put that into a cake pan, I use this and dust with flour. I'm going to put these away and I'll be right back. I do have a pantry that's actually on the other side of the camera, so I'm going to put these over there and I'll be right back. And this is fun. Okay. And we will put the flour up here by the sugar. And then my shortening on the top shelf. Okay. Close that. Yeah, and maybe next week in another video you'll see more of my kitchen because it gets pretty big. Okay, now it's time to put them in the oven. What I like to do, I'm going to move my cutting board. What I like to do is I like to take the bowls, any batter, and I tap them on the counter. Like that. And I shake them. I just want to make sure that the batter's level. I want to make sure that it goes down into all the creases into the pan. That's why I do that. I also do it with the cupcakes. And I'll do it with this one. Just like that. Okay. We're going to open up my oven. We have it set at 350. And we are going to put the cupcakes in here. I'm actually going to put the cupcakes on the top shelf. And I'm going to put this cake onto the bottom. Right in the center. Alright, and then I'm going to keep my light on so I can watch it. And we're going to set a timer. I'm going to move the camera over. So we're going to hit cook time. And we're going to go, right now we're going to do 21 minutes. 21 minutes and start. Now it's counting down. So, once the cupcakes are done baking, I'll leave the cake in there. But I use toothpicks. When they're done, when the timer goes off, I'll use a toothpick or I'll actually feel the top of the cupcake. If it bounces or it feels like spongy and bounces back, they're done. They're done. So, but the cake will take a few minutes longer. So, I'm I am going to remove this, and then what I have is I have 2 cooling racks. I'm going to pull them out underneath my cabinet here. I keep these down by my cookie sheets because I use these a lot for cookies. But okay, so I have a tall one that actually has legs, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to move my blender over a little bit, move this back a little bit. This goes here. And then I have this shorter one. So when the cupcakes come out, I can put them onto here. So, right now this is going to be the end of the second video. The third video is when I decorate. I am going to try to do some later on tonight if I feel like it. If I don't have to have this delivered until noon tomorrow. So if I don't, and if I want to get up early in the morning and decorate early, well then that's when I'll do another video. But again, thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon.